Hi, my name's Nigel. Someone gets an initial Spurs video podcast. I want to tell you something about today's game. I think it was 4-1 down. I felt like walking out. I thought, you know what, listen to shit. I'll listen to it on the radio. You know, if I have to hear anything more from the Gary Neville and the other Spurs, the other commentator on Sky, I thought, fuck it. But today, I must admit, I was galvanised when I saw ABB and we got that second goal. Arsenal went really quiet. As if shit. And we showed character. In that second half, we went out there and showed some severe character, as did AVB. It's not easy. You know, you're 3-1 down, you're down to 10 men. To make a double substitution, to take, you know, you take over 2 fullbacks, play 3 at the back, and potentially play like a 3-4-1-1. Takes a lot of courage. But he did that. He showed a lot of character. For me, Huddleston was disappointing. I thought he was anonymous, his passing and everything, but he didn't pick up Mertesacker. And what I don't get, this guy used to be a central defender. That's what I don't understand. If he used to be a central defender, how can he not know you've got a big 6'8" guy here? Chances are he's going to try and go for the corner. You have to go tight to him. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get the drop on you like running around, but go tight to him. So I do, so I suppose if you want to scapegoat of the match, it will be Huddleston, but I think the villain, I don't call him a villain, I think he was very much up for it, kind of too up for it, Adebayor. It was a terrible tackle, it really, really, really was. It was a striker's tackle, let's just make it. I don't think there was any intent, I think it was a striker's tackle. I don't know, because I don't think he really went for the ball, I think he went high, but not maliciously. But anytime you put a tackle on for a ball that high, and you don't win the ball, and you do take a player down with you, the referee can have to give you a red card. I'm sorry, Pete. And I looked at it again. I definitely thought it was definitely a booking. I can see how I want to call it a red card, but I must admit, afterwards, so in the second half they fucking pounded us. Well, right, they had all the space, they had an extra man, and we didn't have an attacking threat, and so they felt that they can come a bit more forward, and they could push a much higher line than we could. But second half, all right. Yeah, they got that 5th goal at the end of it. But you know what? 5-2 last season when we were playing, we had Luca, we had Rafa, and we had some incredible players, and managed to lose 5-2. This season, we lost 5-2, but I don't think we lost 5-2. I think performance-wise, I think we played. This is one of the best 20 minutes I've seen us play this entire season. And then there was passion, there was drive. Dawson was immense. Gallas, personally, I wouldn't keep him. I don't understand why he plays Gallas over Dawson, because Gallas is quicker. And Dawson, if you try and play the high line, you're going to get screwed with it. But for me, I don't know. Dawson looked solid when he came up there. Put some really good tackles in there. Especially that one against Walcott. And you see Walcott in there now, because I thought he'd done a shoulder and it looked like a really bad tackle. But no, it was actually perfectly timed. And I have to give credit to them for that. Carroll came in, had some really good touches. Tried to launch bad a few times, and obviously, look, when you're defending deep, and you've only got like one striker to defend against, it's going to be easy. But who knows? I think, for me personally, Huddleston's only there by default, and I think he knows that he's short of confidence or just short of anything. He just doesn't seem to be that player, and I think Carroll's got to start next week. Dempsey didn't really impress me. Again, what does he do? For me personally, at least. With Sigurdsson, you can think, well, do you know what? He's new to this. This is a guy who went to Tottenham, didn't do it well. Became Swansea, did really, really well under his former manager. I believe he was a former manager of his at Reading, I think, and showed his ability, showed his talents. Me personally, I think 4-3-3 definitely against Roma. Lazio, sorry. Oops, sorry to Lazio fans, against Lazio and Rome. But and I would definitely want to play Defoe, because obviously we've got if he gets injured, we have no fit strikers next week. But definitely would play a 4-3-3 next week, and I really would like to see Sigurdsson and Sandro and Carroll, and actually think if we play a 4-3-3, and maybe playing Falke and Townsend up front next week, or even Townsend and Mason, maybe play a 4-2-3-1 kind of thing. So have Falke, say Ryan Mason, and say Sigurdsson on that, in that little 3, and then you have a 2, I'd say Carroll and Sandro, because Carroll, I thought, showed some really good touches, And the thing is, he showed a willingness to put his foot in. Yeah, that fifth goal, bit of a comedy of error in terms of like the passing between him and say Yamatonga. But Yamatonga, I mean, that pass, that first goal, beautiful pass. And if we can just get this kind of thing working, I mean, my God, I mean, one thing I like about Village Spurs is at the end of it, he knew his players put in a shift, and he went out there and he congratulated all of them. He said, you know what, you knew you were fighting a losing battle, because look, the Sky guy said, look, that's it. Arsenal won this game now. There's only one winner in this, because once Adebayor was sent off, that was it. The game was over for us. But we did not keep fighting. We did not stop fighting. We kept on going on and on. And he went on there. And to me, I think he really has won the hearts of the Spurs players, I think. Because he went out and he goes, you know what, I know you guys put a shift in there. You didn't win, but you know, I'm proud of you for putting on that shift, but not letting your heads go down, as they should have done. I mean, you're 1-0 up, things are going well, player gets sent off. You're playing really well. Adebayor gets sent off. Then 2-1, 3-1 down. Yeah, your head should be down, but he didn't. We came out there. Yeah, and then they were 4-1, and then you think, shit, the game's all over, and it probably was. But we said no, we're going to go over it. Bale, he showed that he can take the game by the scruff of the neck, and I'm really proud of these players. I know and you know what? I know people say, oh, Lloris, he's shit. Bradford, fuck off. Absolutely, just fuck off. Some of those interceptions he came out for, Brad Friedel would never do. You know? The reason it was Arsenal just were, and the thing is, at the end of the day, say what you want about it. If your defenders do not pick up their markers, what the fuck can he do for that? For that equaliser, he could do absolutely nothing. Huddleston did not get the equaliser. And it was a very good header by Mertesacker. You cannot deny that. But Huddleston should have been in his face, but he wasn't. What the hell was he doing? Just standing around here. What shall I do? What shall I do? And again, if you look at that game last week, I think Huddleston was playing then, and you see him giving Silva so much space. He doesn't close him down, not once. Close him down, force him to do something. But there's no urgency, there's no intensity to his game. He may be intelligent, without that. I'm sure he's got a lot of integrity, but there's no intensity to his game. For those former WWE fans, I think you know what I'm talking about. And I just look at it and just think, you know what, we can do a lot better. And I think we will do. Next week, we play West Ham. I think Jermaine Defoe, is it West Ham Liverpool? From West Ham Liverpool next weck, and we will be up for it. We'll be fucking well up for it. Jermaine Defoe, he'll be up for it. He want to have something to prove to the West Ham, to the West Ham fans. And not like obviously he's done it quite numerous times anyway against them, but he has something to show them. And I think we can do this. Let's take the positives. Dawson will play well. I do not want to see Gallas again. I really don't. I want to see Corker and Vertonghen. I know Corker had a swollen knee. That's why he couldn't play. Hopefully he'll be back for Thursday, if not definitely for the following Friday. I want to see Dorker and Vertonghen. It's a shame about Norton, but Norton, people have a go at him. He is not a left back. He is. End of the day, there are very few what I call inverse left backs. Players who play on their weaker foot. The only one decent right-footed left back I know is Philippe Lahm. Okay, that's the only one I know. Okay, there aren't that many of them, and there's a very good reason for that. So for me, yeah, he was, and plus, they were a man up, and basically, they had all those options, and it's very difficult when you're doing 10 against 11 against the passing ability that Arsenal have. You're always going to struggle, and that's just unfortunate. And they had some good guys, and they got their bodies in the box. I mean, they showed what Barcelona couldn't do against Chelsea last season. You have to get wide, put crosses in, because that's what Arsenal did. I said we have to play wide, and that's what they did to us. So obviously they're watching my video, obviously, but people haven't blamed Andre Villas-Boas. What the fuck's wrong with you? We wanted two up front. Guess what? He played two up front. Then when we're 3-1 down to 10 men, we said we've got to go attacking. We've got to try and make a fist of this game. Guess what? He did that as well. Now I've had a go under Villas-Boas, but you know what? Today he showed that he cares as Spurs manager. He's going to do his best to be the best he can for us. I am hoping he dropped Brad Friedel for Hugo Lloris. Honestly, I think he could have been 7 or 10-2 because he came out and he really did clear out. And a lot of times when there were offsides, there's no way he could have known it. He still came off his line. Good distribution from him. Very good footwork. I honestly do think if it was 11 against 11, we could have won that game. And for me, I think Huddleston, Dempsey, I really want Dempsey going in January. And even the Sky commentator, you know what? He hasn't shown any of his full form for Tottenham. You know, I don't think he's going to. He's just not good enough. He hasn't got the ball control. He hasn't got the technique, the technical ability that, say, a Rafa van der Vaart had, or even a Nico Kranjčar. I mean, say what you... I mean, I remember Nico, I think a couple of years ago when we played Man City, and, you know, I also gets Wigan as well, and he was... everyone was raving about Jermaine Defoe and Aaron Lennon. You know, it was like with 9-1 goes, yeah, but Nico Kranjčar, the ability he showed. Yeah, because in a time and space, he can show such incredible ability. But unfortunately, in his three favourite spots, he had Bale, Luka and Rafa. And that's just bad luck. That is just the worst possible luck to have those players of that immense quality ahead of you. But that's the way it goes. Me personally, and look, even then, he's not even playing for Kiev. I think he's not even started. He didn't play for the Champions League, you know, for them. I saw that, you know, that game against Moutinho. I was watching Moutinho that day. Anyway, in terms of how I feel, Adebayor, I really want to see him say, look, I'm sorry, I was sent off, I was passionate, I'm really sorry I let you guys down. You know, and I want to see that. I think he will apologise to his teammates and his manager and to the fans. And you know what? The Gooner guys, you know, we had some Gooner comment on the Spurs Forum. You know what? Go. That's what you're good for. When you went into 40, you were 2-0 up. You were 2-0 up. Bear in mind, you were 2-0 up against 10 men and you were all suddenly fucking quiet. What the fuck's up with that? Anyway, with West Brom beating Chelsea and Swansea beating Newcastle, it's a real fucked up league. But you know what? And we have had, this is our fourth straight defeat. All right, I'm gonna admit this isn't good. But you know what? We can turn this ship around. That's by beating BNP United at the bowling, and we can do it. I really do. But for me, I have to think Dembele must be not Dembele. Dempsey has to be dropped. It's the Dems. Dempsey, Dembele, it's interchangeable. Sorry, guys. Dempsey has to be dropped. I don't think, you know, for me, I play 4-3-3. I'd love to see what Chris Miller thinks. And Chris, if you're listening, Chris Miller, Wendy, calling you Spurs. Seriously, mate, give me a shout if you want to do something on Skype. And love to hear your thoughts. And love to do a podcast with you. And for anyone, you know, I've done some podcasts with Kevin G. And Kevin G, oh my God, poor guy, made a bit of a gooner. Now he's have to wear an Arsenal shirt. And I'm thinking, shit, dude, I feel your pain. But you know what, Kevin G, he's an honourable guy. He'll honour that agreement. Me personally, I was really pissed. But you know what? I felt like walking away. But you know what? Those first fans that stuck it to the end in the 90 minutes, well done to you guys. I understand why you're 5-2. It was like, you know, you wants to be out of that. Because, you know, there would have been some Barneys. But you know what? I really still think that, you know what? Come the end of the season, we can do it. If we can, you know, if Levy can get his fucking checkbook out and get some players in, you know, because for me personally, we need strikers, we need a centre midfielder. But you know what? I like to think to give Tom Carroll a run in the team because honestly, Huddleston, he's not going to be able to do it. But you saw him; he was breaking up play, he was trying to get involved. I don't see Huddleston ever trying that. You know, there were some good passes and good touches. There were some composed touches from him. And you know what? Even try to take a corner. You know, this is a guy who I think really does want it. I've been seeing there's a lot of Luka Modric's qualities I see in this young kid. You know, and I think Tom Carroll, I think he can be it. You know, we'll never know, but it's the Adebayor sending off that just changes everything. And when you're one man down against the Gunners, who are a good side, you're going to struggle. I don't care who you are. Anyway, please click on the ad links. It's not. But you know what? The thing about Tottenham is this, right? This is the difference in us and, you know, what we dare us to do. We went out and we dared, and it didn't happen. So what? Well, at least we got out and we tried. Was the Arsenal? Yeah, as soon as they went to 40, they were playing keep ball. Sensible, shit. But they didn't want to go for the juggler. They thought, shit, we better keep it. Yeah, and honestly, think 11 against 11. I think we could have beaten them, but do you know what? It didn't happen. And that's just, and I hope Adebayor wasn't out for too many games. I think it's maybe 3 games. I don't know, because that's straight red, and that was a terrible challenge. But you know what? It shows he's passionate. It shows he wants to, win the game. Yeah, we can just, and hopefully, come this week, we play against Lazio. We do well again. We do well against Lazio. I mean, properly put them to the sword. Fucking hell, changes it all around. And we play that same team. Hopefully play like a full. Obviously next week can't because Adebayor will be suspended. But we play like Jermaine Defoe. I think honestly, I do believe the 4-2-3-1 will work. But I think let's take. Obviously I'm not risking Bale and Lennon for that game. Absolutely not. I've even raised another chancing Sandro. But for me, put in Dean Mason, put in Tom Carroll. I think those two kids will really surprise you. And put in Sigurdsson. For me, yeah, that's just my thoughts. Would love to hear yours. As always, FB me, tweet me, and click on the ad links. Come on, you Spurs!